Titus. We're at the skincare studio, so let's head inside and see what it looks like. It's in the middle of construction, and you can also hear some people enjoying our private shooting range right now. There's nothing I can do about that. So let's head on in and see what everything looks like right now, and hopefully in the next few videos it'll look completely transformed. My making room, formulating room, is in the process of having construction done. As you can see, this used to be 2 rooms, and you can kind of see the remnant of the wall in between on that line on the floor there. And the carpet was taken out. There was nasty old carpet, and I needed some more functional space. I was going between the 2 rooms here constantly. The wall here is made up of panels and it has this textured surface on it that we decided to mud over, seal in all the seams and cracks and everything that was on the walls and the floors. I have 3 windows here, which gets really great light. There's old tiles on the ceiling here, and so those are all going to get replaced. And so I'm going to be getting laminate flooring and just a nice paint on the walls, nice fresh paint. And we're going to do natural wood trim around the windows and the door and baseboards and along the top of the walls. We'll have to see how it all looks together. My contractor said, you know, it's going to start looking like a cabin. And I said, perfect, that's exactly what I want. I would love for this to look like a cabin. I grew up in the mountains. I have this love in my heart for Montana. I'm a Montana girly at heart, living in California. And if I can live in Southern California and have my making and formulating room look like a cabin, that would be my dream. So I'm the owner of 2 different skincare brands. One's called Titus 2 Tallow, where I make tallow-based bath and body products. And the other brand is called Celery, which I actually started first, and I'm in the process of completely rebranding and reformulating those products. And to see the rebranding process and to have a little bit more information of why I'm rebranding and totally reformulating, make sure you're following along, because I'll be talking about that in future videos. And right now, all my equipment and tables are in this large common area of the building. And so everything was just piled up to get taken out of the rooms. This part of the room is shared by my children. All their hobbies and crafts and everything that they do is all in this room, and we do homeschooling in here too. And I set up this little station here just so I could get some soaps cut. So these are all my ingredients and my equipment. I have my roasters for rendering tallow, and my soap cutting, and I have all my binders with all my formulas and my batches and all my ideas. I have replica surfaces, which I use for photography and backgrounds for just different filming ideas for social media. We have put my shelving, they're on casters, and so it's easy to roll these in and out of the rooms. And this had a lot of equipment on it, and you can see we use this space also for for exercise and weightlifting, working out. I have some soap curing right now on these racks, and these are going to be coming out in my autumn collection. And then more equipment like for wax melts and just a lot of random stuff. Those are for wax melts too. I'm going to be using those molds to make some really cute things, but things were just put on these shelves for the time being until we can get them organized back into the rooms. My children aren't in here very much right now because of all the construction. So hopefully the construction is done soon so we can get everything put back in its place. And this is one of my storage rooms, and it is a little bit of a disaster right now. I do need to spend some time organizing in here, but I have just a lot of jars and bottles and some boxes. A A lot of the jars I get, especially from Uline and Containers and Packaging, they come with a ton of that packing popcorn. So I keep it to reuse in my packaging when I ship out boxes, but I never like the way that it looks. I really love the crinkle paper, so I'm trying to figure that out, but I prefer the crinkle paper in my packing. We're in my packing room, and I have these shelving where I store a lot of my product and just try to keep it organized. And my more like soaps over here. Seems to be working out okay to have it like this. I would prefer something with flat shelves instead of the grating like it has. At some point I might get something different for putting my products on. And then over here I have where I pack up orders. I got some boxes all prepared and ready to go. So I have to assemble all the boxes, and then I just get tissue paper and I get them prepared and just stack them up. So that saves a lot of time when I get orders in. And then I just have this unit over here with a lot of extra labels and stickers and just different packing things that I use. And up here I have poly mailers, and I have a lot of samples I use. This is how I organize it with my thank you cards. And I also have my computer and printers and just different things stored in this room that'll fit. It's not that big, but it functions really well for what I need in here too. And over here is where I wash everything, and I spend a lot of time. These all need to get washed. I had made soap, and so it just has soap in it. And I actually need to get this faucet replaced. It doesn't put out very good pressure, and it's starting to rust already, and it hasn't been used very long. And I have this cart that I dry everything on, and I cart my equipment back and forth across the building. So that's nice having that instead of carrying everything by hand back and forth constantly. So things are a little disorganized right now, but I'm not in the process of making anything at this moment. And so it's okay for a week or two. But that's a look behind the scenes of what my office space looks like. I have about a third to a half of the building, and my husband has the other half of the building. There is a large conference room. That's the wall that you see behind me. It's a large conference room that gets used for different classes, and we have a gun range on our property, and there's gun safety and concealed carry classes that we hold here, which is really awesome. And all the other office rooms in the building are used for my husband's business. But I love having this space where my husband works and I work, and my children have their space. And when I'm working, my children are in here, and we live on a large property, so they're in and out of here doing lots of fun things. So do all the YouTube things that need to be done. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe so you can see future videos of the progress of all this coming back together, and ring the bell, all the YouTube things. I'll see you later.